thing over there looks super intimidating. You sure it's not gonna fall off?
Don't worry. Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you. Many of our tribespeople love music and dance and have an amazing sense of rhythm. In the past, Outlanders have come here just to study our culture and exchange views. My parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead. Allow me to introduce you. This is Io, my Saurian companion, and also an important member of my family. He's saying hello. I think he likes you.
Saurian? So in Natland, you consider Saurians to be part of your family?
Of course. Natland is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Saurians. They occupy an important place in every tribe. Outlanders always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case. Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a Saurian family and a place to stay of his own. Sometimes he even brings his entire family over to eat at our house. The children of Echoes have the closest ties to the Tepetlisaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. That's how our relationship became what it is today. All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions pretty much sums it up. See? Io agrees with me.
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing. I think you're... Alright, you two go have fun. I've got no mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm telling your parents. This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wayab that protects us and grants us blessings.
Wayab? Is that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wayab dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above. We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief recounts and interprets dreams relating to our Wayab to decipher its will. The Wayab know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't that extraordinary?
Huh. Kachina, what are you doing here?
Chief! Oh, let me introduce you. This is Pakal, the chief of our tribe. Chief, these two just arrived in Natland. They're super accomplished adventurers, and they're letting me stick by them so I can learn a thing or two.
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety's my responsibility, so I'll just come out and say it. I don't know how you met her, but I'm gonna need you to prove your identity.
Whoa! There's no need for that.
A feeling isn't going to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
How about, we show you our adventurer handbook? It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. I'd prefer some... You're the Traveler, and you're Paimon, her familiar.
Paimon is a guide!
Wait, is there something special
You haven't heard?
Nope.
Learn well from her, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
Really? To earn that kind of praise from the chief?
Apologies for not trusting your word.
Oh, don't worry about...
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too... As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? Why haven't you...
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I'll catch up with... I may not be much of a fighter, but I am.
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
I see. Well, I...
Let me think.
Oh, right! That word kept popping...
Well, Natland is a nation of heroes whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories. You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars. By the time he fought in his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite where he used to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage. Impressive, right?
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past, but they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Do you have your stone on you, Kachina?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Whoa, that black stone looks so...
The Wayab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name, as time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Just like me. I'm still not sure why our Wayab chose me of all people. But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long time ago.
Then you're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power?
None at all. And that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given?
Oh, Paimon gets it! If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the story said...
Someone had this to say about ancient name. Our forebearers carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it. So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the Wayab's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with...
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking place?
Yep. And outside of competition season, it's the... Of course.
Sounds like a plan then. Let's go!
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety. Be on your way now.
All right, we're off. I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different. Luckily, that's not the case. Or...
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask to join me. But he's not as young as he used to be, and he's got some old injuries that still bother him. He's not cut out for any more attempts. He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but this is for the best.
Yeah, your teammates left.
It's not their fault, really. The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natland. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past and dream of becoming warriors with the strength to defend our nation. Not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause. Anyway, don't worry about it for now. Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way.
The statue is so pretty. Is that what the Pyro Archon is like?
You betcha. Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome.
It didn't work when you tried earlier either. Now we know that wasn't a fluke. What's going on here?
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
This would have been such a good opportunity to show Kachina how impressive you are. It's so weird that it's not working. There must be something about
Aw, I would have liked...
Sorry, Kachina. We got your hopes up for...
No, it's all right. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Were you really able to... That's something only vision bearers can use. Could you show me?
Take it away, Travel.
Wow! Different elemental powers, wielded by a single person! Let me give it a try! Nope. Still just... Anyway, I was right! You really are...
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Whoa! What's that?
Oh, that's a cuckoo soar. They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Right? It's been ages since that day we first saw Dvalin.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty long trek ahead of us, so here they look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. I always bring a few when I know I'm gonna be out and about for a while. A little boost of sugar can really come in handy in a pinch.
Woo! Paimon!
My pleasure, my pleasure! I've got all sorts of bits and bobs on me. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point. come a long way. How does it break?
Great idea! All this sightseeing is making pie.
Oh, are you all out of candy?
Whoa, you're practically a
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, it pays to be prepared. They only come in handy every so often. But hey, better late than never, right? Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems like you've got something...
Yeah, that was so weird. It has...
Actually, you know what? It could be because our archon is different from the rest.
Different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as God.
And that's not...
Not at all. Every Pyro Archon in Natland was...
Huh? A human serving as an archon? Is that even possible? You find it hard to believe, too.
So that's not normal then? I guess I've just gotten used to how things are here in Natland.
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human...
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer that. I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position still grows old and requires rest. The statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the years. Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can...
So the contest is all about how
That's right! We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for a future Archon. Plus, when someone emerges victorious, it's hard to argue with the results. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength. But it's just as Chief Pakal said. Today's limits are tomorrow's breakthroughs. Our future Archons will go from strength to strength.
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just, if we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
I wouldn't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful person and very welcoming to guests. I think you'll get along great.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble.
It'll all work out.
All right, Paimon's just about ready.
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth. Good. Sorry to disappoint, but... Wait! You can use it too? How? That was...
Wait, look behind you. Something's coming. What do we do? Is something after us?
We're fine. This here is Toto. Hiya, Toto. It's me, Kachina. Well, aren't we looking lively today?
Oh, so it was just...
That's right. There's quite a few of them around here, and Toto's the friendliest and gentlest of the bunch. He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off to any Outlander.
What?
That's an invitation. He's...
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's got... Oh, good point. Wow, the sightseeing is even...
The higher the vantage point, the better the view.
Are you and Toto close, Kachina?
Yep. When I was little, my parents and I went to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back. Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none left for me. In the end, though, he didn't eat a single one, and even chased off a few other saurians looking to snatch a few for themselves. After that, he used his big head to help get our cart right side up again. I've been bringing him fruit ever since. Oh, and I was the one that named him Toto, actually. With the sheer amount of food he can eat, he pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was already this big. Oh, look over there! That's our destination! The Stadium of the Sacred Flame. You can let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift. It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way.
That's true, especially considering his size.